Good evening, and welcome to the first ever Emerging Director Project Showcase. My name is Iain Moggach, and I'm the Artistic Director of Theatre by the Bay, and I'm so excited to see you all here this evening for tonight's exciting event. Before we get to the performances, I just wanted to provide a little bit of important context that I felt was important for what you're about to see tonight. The Emerging Director Project is a new program that provides professional training to two emerging artists from our community who are interested in pursuing theater direction. This year, we were lucky to have Pikulik and Valeria Bravo as our inaugural participants. Over the last 6 months, Korol and Valeria have learned everything about what the job of a theater director requires, including crafting a vision for a show, breaking down a script, best practices for a successful rehearsal experience, and much more. Their education was overseen by myself, as well as celebrated Theatre by the Bay artist and educator Leah Holder. But theoretical learning does not a professional make. So Korol and Valeria were tasked with selecting a script from the catalog of plays developed through Theatre by the Bay's Barrie Theatre Lab and apply what they had learned in a real environment. They hosted auditions, ran rehearsals, and tonight will be the culmination of their work. This was a remarkable amount of work, made even more challenging by the performances being done online, and I am deeply, deeply proud of both of them. Tonight's event would not have been made possible without the support of generous people and organizations in our community. I would like to thank the City of Barrie's Cultural Granting Program, the Barrie Community Foundation, the Griffin Guild, as well as all of our sponsors, supporters, donors, and members who've really helped us out this year during this difficult time. I would also like to thank everyone on the teams of these shows for all of their hard work over the last couple weeks and months to make this happen, especially as we tried to navigate this new online environment that we're trying out for the first time tonight. If you enjoy tonight's performance or would like to see Theatre by the Bay continue to do work like this in the future, please consider making a donation through the link in the description below. We have also included a link for Making Change in Simcoe County, which is a Black advocacy group in Barrie that is doing the majority of the heavy lifting for Black advocacy in our region. In light of the world that we are now in, their work is more important than ever, and I would highly encourage you, if you have the means, to learn about them and support them if possible. Now, on with the show. First up will be Korol Pikulik's project, which is a performance of a section of Laurie McIntyre's The Key to Conspiracy. It will be followed by Valeria Bravo's project, Missing Links by Gordon Haney. Before each performance, the director will introduce the play as well as set the scene and tell you a little bit about the show and what it means to them, so you have a nice full picture of what you're about to watch. So enough from me. I hope you enjoy the Emerging Director Project Showcase. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Korol Pikulik, and I'm the director for The Key to Conspiracy. First of all, I'd like to thank all of you who are watching tonight for joining us for this double bill and for supporting local artists such as myself. Of course, I would love for there to be a live audience right now and for me to be able to view all your beautiful faces, but we're not going to let COVID-19 stop us from creating and sharing our art. So thank you. Speaking of which, I'd like to preface this a bit by talking about this year of 2020. To say that 2020 has been interesting would be an understatement. However, how I've been viewing this year and how I urge all of you to view this year is that 2020 is bringing the needed change that our society has neglected for years. And we're watching history unfold right in front of us. We're a part of that history, and we get to choose right now how it will go. So, I hope that all of you that will be that change that you want to see in the future. Be the change now so we can have that better future. Now, I picked this play, The Key to Conspiracy, before the COVID outbreak, but I think its core message is more relevant than ever. Tonight, you'll be seeing a short 20-minute version of Laurie McIntyre's play, The Key to Conspiracy. The playwright wrote this piece back in 2003. She worked as a special ed teacher for children with learning disabilities. This show covers important topics such as mental health and ageism, but at its core, it's a show about empathy and how true empathy is selfless. True empathy has no want, has no personal gain, no virtue of egoism. It's pure wanting for humans to understand each other. Wanting to understand each other no matter what the differences are, and understanding that those differences are what make us unique, what make us human. Tonight, you'll see the story of 17-year-old Tori. Tori works a minimum wage job at the Lost Articles and Property booth at Subway Station in Toronto, and honestly could care less about it. I mean, if anyone else viewing has had a minimum wage job when they were a teenager, I'm sure you understand. But the day that we get to see, Tori ends up encountering a retired veteran who has schizophrenia. Throughout the story, the veteran's actions may seem irrational and even erratic at times, but Tori learns that there is more to this man than just what we see in this moment. She understands that everyone has a story and that everyone's story deserves to be heard. This change that she has within her throughout the course of the play inspires even the people around her to at least try and understand the veteran, to take those first steps to understanding true selfless empathy. Tori has nothing to gain by helping this veteran. She is presented with many opportunities to distance herself from him and leave, and honestly, it would have been in her self-interest to do so. But she doesn't. And I think that this sort of mindset is what we need in 2020. This is why it's so relevant, so timely. This is the sort of mindset that will make change, a sort of mindset that is able to understand one another when division plagues us as the society, for us to understand that true empathy. For my vision of the show, I wanted to reflect this idea of stepping out of our own preconceived ideas of what someone is and just putting them in a box, to stepping into their perspective and seeing them from within, seeing them as they view themselves. As you will see, I wanted to use this form of online media to the show's advantage by allowing perspective shifts that are unique to this viewing experience. This allows us as viewers to actually see and view the character's own narrative from within, something that would be more difficult even to explore on stage. To take that step within all of us with watching Tori's journey to find that true selfless empathy within ourselves as the characters felt in watching her. So, with that, I hope all of you enjoy the show. And finally, before the show starts, I would like to thank a few more people who have supported me on this journey. Thank you to Iain for being my mentor and teaching me the skills to be a successful director in the future. Without your guidance, I wouldn't have been able to create this today. Thank you to my drama teachers, Miss Bennett and Miss McLaurin, for supporting me throughout my high school experience and pushing me to be a better artist and to take steps I never thought I would take. And finally, I would like to thank my parents for supporting me throughout my entire life and for taking time to help me pursue my art and believing in me. So, without further ado, please enjoy the show. Thank you.
Is this gonna take much longer, kid? I'm in a big hurry.
I'll be with you in a minute, sir. I'm almost done here. It's just that some people take a long time to give me their information.
I'm in charge of the office building across the street. Nothing gets open without me there, so speed it up, would ya?
Like I said already, I'm almost done. Hey, Lieutenant. Mr. Lieutenant, we're done here, right?
Shh! Keep it down, Victoria. Careless talk costs lives.
Right. No careless talk. So, to finish up, you've lost a round silver ring that you don't wear. It's got a letter P that dangles off of it. Is that everything?
Not exactly. You see, there's something else attached to the ring.
Not another letter?
No, it's a key.
What? You're telling me you lost a ring? A ring with a key? A key ring? And you didn't think to mention this any earlier, Mr. Lieutenant?
Aw, come on! See these people? Nobody gets into anything without me. Now, I've waited patiently. Some of us gotta work, fella.
Saboteur! Spy! You didn't suspect that an old soldier would notice, did you, comrade? You didn't suppose that I would identify an enemy operative. But you gave yourself away. Your keen interest in my conversation and your insistence on speeding things along revealed your hand. And the key, it is mine!
You whack job! Do you think that just because you're old and decrepit, you get a free pass to do what you want, whatever you want? You son of a bitch! That ancient uniform you're wearing doesn't give you the right to take personal property or assault anybody. Isn't that parade you get once a year enough? You veterans are all the same. You think we should all bow down and kiss your feet. You get enough perks already, so keep your hands off my keys.
Hey, cut it out!
The hero started it.
You have underestimated me, traitor. You think my age makes me a vulnerable and easy target. However, my training and experience supersedes yours on every level. It's anticipating the unexpected that makes a soldier the most effective in the field. Rather like that fellow over there. The one smoking behind the column.
You idiot! How are you gonna like being charged with assault, huh? I've got a witness here and now scrapes running down my face. I'll be back with the cop. Maybe you relate to someone in uniform better. Senile psychotic. Make sure you record his name, kid. And don't let this animal go anywhere.
Why did you have to grab his keys? That guy was already pissed off, and then you had to flip and attack him. Now I'll have to file an incident report and God knows what else. Did you see a dangling letter P on the ring? I didn't. Why don't you just get out of here before he gets back? Makes it easier for everyone that way. God, I wish my shift was over.
No, I won't go. I'm not done here.
What? That guy is definitely coming back, and you're going to jail or something. Now, Scram, do us all a favor and leave.
But my mission is not complete, Victoria. I have grown accustomed to dealing with informers. His attempts to sabotage me will be reported and will not go unpunished. The urgency to recover the key and the case takes precedence over my personal safety. Don't you understand? I'm bound by duty.
Really? Duty. Okay, Mr. Lieutenant, let's get this over with then. Oh, hurry up with whatever else you have to tell me.
It's not Mr. And as I said previously, my name is Lieutenant Charles Pridding.
Hey, Mr. Lieutenant? Did you hear me? Okay, we need to wrap this up. There's nothing on your sleeve.
Stay away from me, Mavis!
Stay away from me, Mavis. Your feelings for me have obviously changed. That much is exceedingly apparent.
Charlie, my feelings haven't changed. It's just that the circumstances have. They've created a world here of crossword-loving eccentrics, a place filled with people who see the world in terms of patterns and codes. Finally, those who have always tried to fit in are valued, at least here. Just that outside these walls, things are different.
What do you mean circumstances have changed?
My circumstances, Charlie. Mine have changed.
How?
They just have. Quite suddenly, actually. I need to leave here. Go back home. Today. My family needs me just as much as I need them right now.
You're leaving me because your mother and siblings suddenly need you more than ever before? I don't believe you, Mavis. Your dedication to this operation has been exemplary since the beginning. Together, you and I have made significant contributions to cracking the codes. Our work is not done here yet. No, something has changed for you. But it's not your family. It's me, isn't it?
Please, Charlie, just accept what I say.
I can accept that as a possibility, but you told me yourself that your sister was very capable, especially since your father died. It's not that. It's a gas mask, isn't it?
Why do you have to push and probe, Charlie? Not everything needs an explanation. You always need to know why something is, how it works, or its purpose. And yes, the gas mask is a problem. It's one of many. Do you really need to wear it all the time? Bombs aren't just going to drop willy-nilly out of the sky. The sirens go off, yet you insist on wearing that contraption while riding your bicycle into town, or reading in the evenings, or even in the pub. Surely you've noticed people staring.
Of course I've noticed people staring because they've been staring at me my entire life. I even grew accustomed to a stepfather criticizing and bullying me for years. I should have thanked him for preparing me for a lifetime of it. I'm 25 years old now, Mavis. I suspect there's lots more pointing and weakly disguised laughter to come my way. If I handled it then and now, why can't you?
But it's not just the gas mask. Your behavior is, well, unusual, and it's getting worse. Your preoccupation with clothing that must be pressed and crisp. A single crease requires an entire pressing of the whole shirt again. At first, your need to smooth down your clothes was just an occasional preoccupation, but now it's an obsession.
So you're leaving me because I like my clothes pressed? Who's being ridiculous now, Mavis? Our superiors expect us to adhere to a particular protocol regarding dress. Now, your excuse is because that's what they are. Fly in the face of rational thinking. What's the real reason for your departure? You owe me at least that. After 3 years. I deserve more than this.
It's just that things are changing for the both of us. You're having more success with the decryptions and don't need me to help with that anymore. They've assembled a whole team of the sharpest minds here to help decode and transmit messages. The Germans still don't suspect a thing. It's a feather in your cap and one that no one realizes you've earned.
I don't care about feathers, Mavis. I just know how well the two of us work together as a team. Working shifts side by side, trying to crack codes that seem impossible to crack. Hard tables and chairs, rations, dim lights, dark days and cold nights never seem like hardships when you're by my side. And then the dancing at the pub. I've never danced with anyone before, and I've never been that close to anyone. And I've never quite known, well, anyone in that other way before.
Listen to me, Charlie. I just can't live my past again. My father's rants and rages affected us all. He was either sullen and sober or violent and volatile. There was no calm, no security, no sense of what was coming next. Surely you can understand why why I crave regular and orderly relationships in my life. I've tried it the other way already. When I'm with you, I see a genius mind at work, but more often, I see odd behavior and it frightens me. So I'm leaving today. I've just come to say goodbye because things will be better for all of us this way.
You can't go, Mavis. The war's not over and we're not done here. We need to remain committed to the cause and to each other. You don't just walk away because it's easier than staying. You don't just love someone and then disappear. So what if I like my clothes a certain way? Who cares if I wear a gas mask? What does it matter if I take extra precaution to ensure our secrets are safe? It's a war. Suspicions keep people safe.
You're hurting me, Charlie. I should have just left as I feared your reaction, Charlie. It's the same fear I felt when my father's anger surged. There's an intensity about you all the time now. At first, I thought it was passion and commitment, but it's something more. Don't you see? I'm going now. I'm sorry. We just need to be safe. We just need an average life. That's all.
I said, don't touch me, Mavis! You don't want me. You don't want us. So run away! I thought I knew you, but I didn't. I never thought you were the kind of person who would succumb to what others thought, because I believed you had more depth than that. Was it some kind of an experiment to see if you could change me, or maybe it was an investigation into what made me tick? I can picture you now, walking back to our billet after our shifts together, detailing my eccentric behavior with your roommates. You all must have had a good laugh. The gas mask, the pressed clothing, and my constant concern for the infiltration of enemy agents. I don't ever want to see you again. So give it back!
Lieutenant, you're hurting me.
I said give it back, Mavis! I want it back!
What back? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not Mavis. I'm Tori. I mean, Victoria. I don't even know who Mavis is. You're here looking for your stuff, right? You're at the Lost Articles and Property booth in Toronto. Please, Lieutenant, let go. You're scaring me.
Since when did you call me Lieutenant? It's always been Charlie. Is this some kind of strategy to widen the distance between us? Because if it is, it's pathetic and a cutting ruse. That's what it is, Mavis. Cutting, harsh, and unkind. You want to go? Then go. But not without first searching your inventory for my Remington 5 portable typewriter. I need that typewriter so that I can decipher the codes. It's what I do. It's what I know.
Okay, Lieutenant. Charlie, I'll look in the back, all right? Maybe your typewriter's there. I guess somebody could have turned it in and it got shoved in a corner or something. If you let me go, I'll just be a sec.
Don't double-cross me, Mavis.
I won't. I promise. I'm just looking, Charlie. Checking all the shelves.
Well, where is it? You said you wouldn't double-cross me.
I'm sorry, but it wasn't there. I guess it hasn't been turned in yet, but I'm sure it will once it's found. I don't think anyone will want your Remington model typewriter. Anyways, here, give me your information, okay? I'll give you a call right away if it gets turned in.
Liar! You, of all people, know I can't proceed with my decryptions without my Remington Model 5 typewriter!
Help! Someone!
There he is, officers. Get the maniac. He's assaulting somebody else now. I told you he was nuts.
Look at mister, you've already got a pending arrest for assault. Do you want one for resisting too? We can't take a minute. Throw the book at him, okay? That's what they pay us to do. He's a damn menace to society. Just look at him. You saw what he was doing to her.
How dare you address or handle me in this way? Let me go! As officers in uniform like myself, surely you will come to my aid.
Okay, just calm down, sir. Let's figure out what's happening here. It's Tori, right? Can you fill in the details?
Well, the lieutenant showed up here looking for a lost key and case. He says it's for a portable typewriter that helps decode secret messages. He thinks it's back there in our inventory, but it's not. I try to tell him that, but he kind of phases in and out. I think he needs some special kind of help.
I do need help. Immediately. Without that key, I can't access my Remington Model 5 portable typewriter. It's a matter of national security, officers. You, of all people, understand our commitment to duty. Don't you see? How can I transmit the decryptions without my portable typewriter?
Are you kidding me, man? Do you honestly think that a portable typewriter can transmit decryptions? God, what an imbecile.
Hey, climb up, buddy. Let us handle this.
I think we need to arrest him, Russ. I mean, just look at her. You've already seen the scratches on his face. We caught him in the act. It's assault, plain and simple.
Look, officers, there's something wrong with him, all right, but he's not a criminal. He's confused. He still thinks he's serving our country like we're still at war. He's in his old uniform, and he probably did unscramble messages back then. I don't know, but something bad happened to him. This portable typewriter is like life and death to him. Maybe there's some place he could go to get help. I mean, he's not going to get help in jail, right? He's a veteran and everything.
Are you saying you don't want to press charges against him?
No charges. That's not the kind of help that he needs.
Hell, I don't care what state he's in, how old he is, or whether or not he's served. He's dangerous and needs to be locked up. These scratch lines running down my face are all the evidence you need.
Officers, he has the key. He's the enemy. Did you search him? He waved them in front of my face, taunting me. He was in such a big hurry, too, and very interested in my property.
For goodness sake. I rest my case. Put him away for good. If you don't, I'll get a lawyer who'll slap a lawsuit against him.
No, I refuse to be confined and apprehended. Call my commanding officers. They'll tell you about my oath. Don't let the traitor get away. Officers, he's the enemy. No! Release me! You're troubling my uniform! Constable, let me go!
Officers, can I have a minute with him?
Okay, but one wrong move from him will result in his hands being cuffed and an arrest. You got that, mister? You hear me? Keep it together.
Charlie? Charlie, it's me. Mavis. Do you hear me?
Mavis, is that you? I hope you'd come back. I needed you to.
Yes, it's me, Charlie. I'm here now.
They don't understand about the decryptions. They think I'm making it up. They don't understand how many lives we need to save.
I know, Charlie. I know they don't understand. It seems like most don't, but that's okay, right? It was never about the recognition, was it? All that unscrambling of those jumbled up letters wasn't easy. But now things are mixed up, Charlie. You are older and you are tired too. It's somebody else's turn to protect our country. You don't have to do it anymore.
But you're wrong, Mavis. I do have to do it. It's what I do. It's who I am.
But it's making you angry and frustrated. You hurt me, Charlie. You hurt me and I was scared.
I hurt you. I did that?
Yes, Charlie. You did.
I didn't know. I mean, I don't recall. I would never hurt you, Mavis.
Oh, come on, officers. This is ridiculous. Can't we cut this little walk down dementia lane?
Hey, clamp it, mister. She's trying to help. And we're not beyond detaining you for interfering with an investigation.
Damn it, just hurry up then, would you?
You see, but that's just it, Charlie. You go in and out of being here and somewhere else. You need some special help. Someone who can keep you in one place so you don't get people and places all mixed up. Do you know that you do that?
I know I get preoccupied with things, Mavis, but I've been like that for a long time. It's just that every now and then I lose an hour or two, and I mean, I'm in my room, but it's like I'm not. I can't figure it out, and that bothers me because figuring things out is the one thing I do well.
I know, Charlie. I know how dedicated you are to serving our country. But I'm going to ask you to do something. Something for Mavis. Something I've never asked of you before.
Is it about the baby?
No, not that. What I want you to do, for me, is to go with these officers to a place where you can get some help. You know, like a hospital. There will be special doctors there who can help you keep track of time, of people, of stuff like that. I'm asking you to do this because I care, Charlie. Because after all that you've done and been through, you deserve a good life. You need a rest from always trying to figure things out. Please, for me, say yes.
And if I do, Mavis, will you come and see me?
I promise. I'll come every week.
You left me once before, though, and I didn't see you for a very long time.
I know, but I won't do that again.
Look, it's Jerry, right? We can lock this veteran up, but a facility that can provide psychological assessment and treatment is the best option for him. Obviously, we're dealing with a senior here who appears to be in a delusional state of mind. If we take him to the right hospital, he can get the help he needs. You understand there's a mental health issue here, not a criminal one, right?
Please, mister. If I can get over this, surely you can get over the scratches on your face. He's old and confused. If you knew what he's been through, what happened with Mavis, you'd feel differently. Please, just drop it. Please.
Damn it, I'll drop it. But just make sure he's definitely going into lockdown. You're lucky I'm in a forgiving mood today, fella. It's not every day you see a teenager come to the rescue of a whacked up old guy. I work across the street in the bell tower officers. The name's Booth, Jerry Booth. If you need a statement, you'll find me there. Good luck with him. You're gonna need it.
Release me! The conspirator is getting away! He's got the key! Don't lose sight of him! Our national security depends on it!
Lieutenant, listen, we know where to find the guy and we'll follow up with him, okay? Do you have any identification on you? Any family we can contact?
Family? My mother died a long time ago. Bert was here, but he's gone now. You wouldn't want to talk to him anyway. So, Mavis, she had a baby. I don't even know if it's a boy or a girl. Do you?
I'm sorry, Lieutenant, I don't know. But why don't you tell us where you live? We'll go by and pick up a few things.
Live? I rent a room at the Palmer Motel. They give me clean sheets every week.
Well, Lieutenant, we're going to take you to a place where a doctor can check you out. We just want to make sure everything is working okay. It's a nice place, and they'll give you clean sheets, too.
But the key! Why don't you understand the urgency?
It's okay, Charlie. I'll come visit you every week and keep you informed about the key in the case. Who knows? Maybe it'll get turned in and you'll have your portable typewriter back again. Wouldn't that be great?
The key and the case might turn up, Mavis. But the typewriter's another issue altogether.
What? What do you mean?
Well, my Remington Model 5 portable typewriter was stolen from me back in the fall of 1956. Rumor has it that it's now in the hands of someone in Paris, France. Would you mind adding that to the form?
Oh my God.
Great show! Great job to Korol and everyone in the Key to Conspiracy cast and crew. Hey everyone, my name is Valeria Bravo, and I am the director of Missing Links by Gord Haney. I'm really excited for everyone to see the show tonight. Having to move to an online format was obviously different, but it was interesting and fun to be able to figure out new ways of doing things. So, Missing Links is a story about three brothers reuniting on a camping trip, but then a mystery unfolds, unraveling the brothers' rocky relationship. I chose the script, Missing Links, because I enjoyed the humor in it and the dynamic between the brothers. Back when I chose the script, I had this image in my head of the forest setting and how I'd create that on the stage. But with this change, I had to think, how am I going to make a forest on the internet in 4 separate houses? I can say that I am proud with what my whole team came up with, using props and lighting and even the background on the screen to create a forest setting, even here, even online. Speaking of team, I would like to thank everyone that I got to work with. The actors who are willing to participate in this new version of theater that we're experiencing. My stage manager, Raz. Gord for letting me use his script. Iain for giving me this opportunity in the first place. And my mentor, Leah Holder. She is so great at what she does, and I'm really grateful to have had her to teach me. So finally, I'd like to thank everyone watching. There would be no show without people to watch it. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy Missing Links.
Yeah. This is the life, eh, boys? Just 3 guys out in the woods, sitting under the stars, taking the piss out of nature.
Sure is. It's taking the piss out of nature.
It's good to get away from civilized society every now and then, right? It's like free therapy. Am I right? Man, soaking in all this fresh air. It's good for the soul. Oh, but how about you, Cam? How's all that city air treating you?
Well, fine.
Sorry, what?
I said it's fine.
Oh, fine. Yeah, just fine? I was actually hoping for something a little more descriptive, like thrilling or educational. Like, guys, my time in the city has been most educational.
Yeah. No.
I mean, me and Scotty here have been having a grand old time since you've been away, Cam, haven't we, Chief?
Sure have.
Old Stinker here is putting away a little bit of money for something special. Mr. Donahue even offered him a promotion at the lumber mill, what with him being such a solid worker and all.
But I had to turn it down.
Tell him why, bud.
I'm going to college.
Oh, you hear that? Old Stinker is going to college.
It's because I've got my eyes on a bigger prize.
Tell him about the bigger prize, bud.
I want to be a chef.
Do you hear that? No shit. Our kid brother is going to be a world famous chef.
Well, maybe not world famous.
And you should have heard Mom when she found out. You should have seen her. She was having a flip. She was like, my son is going to be a world famous chef. Everybody knows that this kid has been cooking up a storm since he was like this tall. And me, Cam, you know me, Cam, same old, nothing new, nothing really, except for the fact that, I've been seeing Nicole Bennett since last fall, and we're thinking of opening a little tackle shop out on Dixie. So, yeah, things have been pretty good. Pretty good while you've been away, Cam. When I'm not a musician and Scotty's not a chef, we're just regular guys. But that's all right because, we're just a couple of fish swimming in a sea of possibilities, right? Oh, how's Mom been, Cam? Wow, that's so sweet of you to ask, Cameron. She's doing
Dan Haggerty, the PE teacher, not the actor. Although they do kind of look alike, don't you think? Have you guys ever seen that show Grizzly Adams? Like, imagine Grizzly Adams as your stepdad. Like, holy smokes, you guys. Shit, we're off the chain. What?
No one wants Grizzly Adams as their dad.
Says who?
Says everyone. Look, if I came downstairs one morning and I saw Grizzly Adams and Mom eating breakfast and getting all cozy, I'd probably just have to hang myself right there. Besides, Scotty, we already got one of those.
What? A dad?
Yeah. Come on. Hey, Kim.
Cam.
Kim.
Cam.
Kim.
Cam.
Kim.
Cam.
Kim.
Cam.
Kim. Kim.
Cam. 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 Cam.
Kim.
Not cool.
Oh, I mean, it's okay. I think, we might have offended his sensibilities. I mean, he's from the city, after all, which makes him a big shot, not like us two meatheads from the middle of nowhere, right? I mean, right here, we have the young, modern professional. And over here, right, we got monkeys and chimps and orangutans, our cousins, with smaller, less developed brains. And right in the middle, you got me and Scotty. Tucker Stupidus and Homo Scoticus, the missing links.
Tucker, what are you doing?
Oh, we might not be as smart or as educated as the young modern professional, but there is one thing we have that he doesn't.
And what's that?
Big freaking sticks. Ooga, ooga, ooga. Ooga, ooga, ooga. Ooga, ooga, ooga.
Hey, Tucker, will you stop?
Ooga, ooga. Oh, sorry, boy. I can't hear you. You must have me confused with the young modern professional. I'm half man, half ape. Ooga, ooga, ooga. Ooga, ooga. Oh, crap.
That sounded real close, boys.
Maybe we should call it a night.
What? Oh, come on. He's scared?
No.
Scared of a few little doggies? Big Cam Nickerson. Scared of a few little noises.
Do you guys think we should, I don't know, set up a perimeter or something?
What? We're on an island, doofus. We don't need any stinking perimeter.
Well, from what I've heard, wolves are excellent swimmers.
What? No, they're not. Who told you that?
Dan Haggerty told me. The one our mom is seeing, not the TV actor.
Oh, well, if Dan Haggerty told you, it must be true. Dan Haggerty wouldn't know his pinky from his prick, so...
What? Like...
What?
Maybe it's better to be safe than sorry.
Ah, Scotty. All right, I'll tell you what, bud. If a couple of wolves do come through the camp in the middle of the night, me and Cam will be sure to point them in your direction.
Man.
Ain't that right, Cam? I mean, think about it. What are wolves going to go after? Two big, burly men like you and me? Or poor little Scotty Nickerson, all tucked in his sleeping bag like a pig in a blanket?
Christ, dude.
Oh! Ow! Okay, what the hell?
Let's turn in.
What? Are you kidding me? Were you going to let a few little scary wolf howls ruin our weekend?
Like, maybe?
All right, I know. I got a good idea. Why don't we start some tunes, huh? Yeah, let the good times roll.
Tucker.
What? You guys promised to come out this weekend, right? So stop acting like a couple of pansies.
Yeah, great.
Come on, Scotty. You know I didn't mean it like that. Besides, I don't want to waste our weekend, right? These used to be our old stomping grounds, remember?
I'm going to bed.
All right. Scotty?
Sorry, bud. It's been a long day. We'll get a crack at it tomorrow.
Well, all right then. You Boy Scouts go to bed. I'm not going to waste my weekend, And I don't need you boys to have a good time, so go on. Christ's sake. All right, fine. Wild men as if. Wild men. Like wild boys.
And as police investigate the mysterious disappearances, they are actively warning the public from the park, famous this time of year for its pristine islands and green forests. Visitors are advised not to approach strangers and to practice any and all means to defend oneself in the event of an attack.
He's like a real hero of mine. How are you, Miss Tina? What the hell?
Morning.
Can I get one of the, Jeez, what time is it?
1.
What? Already?
Yup.
All right. Here, can I get one of the... Thanks. Oh, that's better. Oh, thanks, bud. So where's Princess, huh?
Beats me. Down at the lake, I think. Probably trying to put some space between him and the meatheads.
Oh, yeah, you think?
He brought a fishing rod with him.
Oh, that's good. So he'll catch you some breakfast then, huh? Maybe he's not as useless as I thought. Did you get a load of that guy last night? I mean, what's it been, like 2 years since we've seen each other?
Something like that.
Yeah, can't even muster a hello or anything. He just sits there, right, with his arms crossed, like, hey, Cam Nickerson, look at me, huh? You know, he couldn't even strike up one interesting thing to say on the whole ride up here. Like, come on. Jeez, people like that are just going to drag you down.
Really?
Yep, just drag you down with their negativity, never let you get back up. Christ's sakes, our brother, the aspiring... Shit! Here, Scotty, can I get some of those, Thanks. Man, I am starving, Scotty, you know. Our meals are good. Really good. But anything's good when you're starving, am I right? Well, I hardly got anything to eat last night. But, at least you're here with me, Scotty. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Me neither.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing that ain't obvious.
No, really. What do you mean by that?
It's about equilibrium, man.
Equal what now?
Equilibrium, balance, the force, darkness and light at odds, pushing, parrying, like samurais doing battle and stuff.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Dude, come on, man.
What?
You know how mom feels when we swear like that.
All right, fine. But that still doesn't make any effing sense.
Sure it does. You just gotta think about it some.
Oh, really? How?
It's like this, okay? You, Tucker, are basically Darth Vader.
Darth who?
Star Wars.
Never heard of it.
Of course you have. Everyone's heard of Star Wars.
Well, I haven't seen it, okay? That's different. And besides, what does this have to do with us camping? Jeez. You know, it's way too early for this kind of thing. Ah! What the hell?
So it's like, in the entire universe, there's only ever 2 forces at work. Ancient philosophers referred to these forces as yin and yang, good and evil, right?
All right.
These forces are constantly doing battle with each other, wrestling for control. Maybe one day the light has a good game, comes out on top. The next, it's dark's turn. And on forever until the sun explodes and we all eat it. But there's always got to be that balance. Without the light, there's no shadow, that kind of thing. Get it? You're dark, Tucker. You're yang.
And so that makes me Dark Laser?
Darth Vader, and yes, and Cam is Luke.
And who are you supposed to be, Scotty?
I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi, or Yoda. I'm like the Buddha.
All right, geez, man, it is way too early for this. I mean, who cares about some creepy-ass voodoo like the Force?
Lots of people. It's a universal concept.
Yeah. All right, well, geez, you're really starting to sound like Cam. Besides, what does any of this have to do with us camping?
I keep you two from killing each other.
Oh, Christ's sakes.
Don't pretend like it's not true.
It's not.
You guys hate each other. You always have.
I don't hate him.
You don't.
No. I just think he's a freaking idiot. Besides, Scotty, look, can we not talk about this right now? You're really stressing me out, man.
Sorry.
Can't stand all this drama, seriously. And do you have to be on that thing right now?
What, this?
Yeah.
We're in the woods, a forest.
Yeah, right in the middle of the woods, like a beautiful, what the, like the sweet embrace of, okay. Where are all these things coming from, huh? Jesus, reading me alive. And why are they attacking you, Scotty?
They know me. They respect me as their leader.
Oh, shit.
I think Cam brought some bug spray. Just check his bag or something.
Jesus, Murphy.
You good?
Yeah, I think that guy. Oh. So, when do you think Cam's gonna get back? I am starving.
We literally just ate.
Oh, you mean this, Scotty? Yeah, maybe this would be a decent meal if I was this tall. Jeez, aren't you supposed to be a chef?
Whoa.
What? Aren't you?
Chef in training, thanks. And what did you expect? We're only supposed to be out here for 2 nights. Are you saying I should have brought my pan and spatula or some shit?
I'm hungry.
God, you're such a baby. Look, when Cam gets back with his catch, I'll see what I can whip together. Something that would make Mom proud.
You mean if Cam gets back from his catch? Knowing him, he's probably flipped the boat already. We're going to have to fish his lifeless corpse out of the lake. And that would be just so like him to pull a stunt like that. What?
That's not funny.
Oh, it's a little funny, Scotty.
You're crazy only if you're screwed up in the head.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe I am a little crazy, huh? Have you ever thought of that? Maybe I do have a screw loose, maybe 3. Maybe I am a little liable to go off the rails once in a while, huh?
Jesus, stop it, dude.
Oh, somebody stop the maniac. I'm a maniac.
Damn, shit.
Oh, what's the matter, Scotty? I thought we were supposed to be wild men, huh?
I'm going to kick you in the balls if you don't.
All right. Jeez. Man, you really are starting to sound like Cam.
I stretched my shirt.
I'm sorry, okay? I'll buy you a new one. How'd you like that, huh? I mean, that'll get you all the girls. You're going to have to beat them off with a stick. You'll be so popular. And trust me, Scotty, if anyone knows anything about women, it's this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm. You trying to say something there?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Because, last time I checked, Scotty, I'm the only one with a girlfriend for over a year, which is a lot more than we can say about you two limp dicks.
Who's we?
Me and Mom. Yeah, we talk about it all the time, actually. And, Nicole might be my first real girlfriend, but at least I found someone who really gets me, and we're going to have a ton of kids together. And while we're getting this all out in the open and on the table, I'm the only hope this family has of continuing our genes, because as we both know, you two aren't going to do it. Am I right?
Mom really said all that?
No, but I think she thinks it. I think it sometimes. Jeez. Scotty, you really should find yourself a girl, man. You and Cam. Just being alone, it just ain't natural.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, look, I just wanted the 3 of us to get out again, because it's just been so long since we've,
I know, man. I know.
God, this stinks. I wish the old man was here. He'd really love this, the 3 of his sons back together again. Well, and this place, just so nice. I mean, I've forgotten some of the details, but it's kind of coming back to me now. Yeah. Like, remember that island over there? Just over that way? I mean, we used to kayak to it on nice days, or even swim. Well, except for Cam, of course. He always stayed back. It's because I told him there were snakes in the water, and he always hated that. It's pretty much the exact opposite of Dad. Makes you wonder if those two were even related. On one hand, you got Cam the loner, and then you got Dad. Grizzly Adams in the flesh. just some dumb actor. He taught us everything we know about hunting, trapping, how to make a campfire. He's just cut from a totally different cloth.
Yeah. He was.
He is. He is, Scotty. All right. Well, I gotta piss.
Then go piss. You're free to piss wherever you want. We're in the middle of
Oh, really? Oh, really, Scotty? I'm free to piss wherever I want, huh? Well, then, what if I was to piss right here, huh?
Man!
Oh, is this a problem for you if I just whip it out right here and I'm like, Scotty, I am your father.
Oh my God, if you told me that, I would lose respect for you. And I would tell Nicole and she would lose respect for you as well.
Oh, no, she wouldn't. She wouldn't. She totally loves this kind of thing. She worships me, man.
Pities you.
Come on, look at it.
What? Don't be obscene.
Look at it, Scotty. If you don't look at it, I'm going to tell Mom that you're secretly gay.
What the fuck? What kind of shit backwards logic is that?
Come on, do it. Punch buggy. Boom. No punchbacks.
Fuck. Fucking piece of shit, fucker.
All right. Hey, come on, all right? Would you want Mom to hear you using that language? She has such a pure and innocent heart.
I hope you fall off a cliff. Jesus.
Yeah, maybe later, all right? Right now, I gotta piss.
Son of a bitch. I wasn't even playing the game, you stupid prick. What kind of asshole do you have to be to have never heard of Star Wars before? Damn it. Have you been standing there this whole time?
I've been thinking.
Okay.
I've been thinking about the justified applications of force in a traditionally non-combative setting, although perhaps non-combative is in a sense a misnomer, since conflict can be said to exist anywhere there are people without a strong guiding hand to control them.
Come again?
While this view is admittedly pessimistic, it has gained traction and credibility among certain parties with the advent of the internet, which has proved an invaluable resource for experiments into human nature. People are always changing, and conflict is at the heart of change. And with this axiom in mind, it is not difficult to attest the fact that people are at the root of the conflict they are so desperate to stamp out from the world. I find this to be ironic. The protean nature of human beings invites chaos, disorder. The land you see around you and the creatures in it have thrived in a state of harmony for thousands of years, while humans have not. Thus, my very position as a sentinel of this forest practically necessitates the use of force to preserve its abundant riches. And when we consider the dangers that wildfires, pollutions, and people easily subject to forcible extradition pose to the power and majesty of the land, the sublime order of it, common sense demands it. Even the most laconic of pacifists would find it difficult to object to protecting oneself or one's family in an armed assailant in self-defense, let alone an armed assailant addicted to online gaming and pornography. So the lesson here should be plain. In order to preserve, one must destroy. Do you understand?
Dude.
What's your name?
My name, it's...
Shitbird.
What?
Your name, it's Shitbird. Or didn't you know? What were you looking at just then, the shitbird?
Nothing.
You're not, lying to me, are you, Shitbird?
No.
Because I'd know if you were lying to me. As soon as I ripped those binoculars out of your sin-covered hands, I'd find out. Do you really want to take that chance? We're your co-conspirators.
How did you...
There are 3 sleeping bags here. Unless you expect me to believe that they all belong to you, it is probable that there are more of you. Where are they?
I don't know.
So be it. They'll come out of their hiding spots eventually. Cook fire. Friends of yours? I'll have to pay them a visit later on then. You're not the only ones out here. Unfortunate.
Why is that unfortunate?
For reasons too numerous to count. The human race is such a tragedy. What's that smell?
I don't smell anything.
You don't?
No.
It's a sickly sweet smell, like human remains. Have you ever seen a dead body before?
No.
If you stay out here long enough, you're bound to come across a few. People get lost in these woods all the time, and they never find their way out, like rats in a maze. You might even trip over one if you're not careful. Gelatin, corn syrup, canola oil, trisodium phosphate, a chemical commonly found in most paint thinners. Are these edible?
Yeah, but you probably...
I'm thirsty. What is this swill?
Dude, who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck am I? What a strange question. One that leads me to wonder if you are trying to deflect the questions I am about to put on you. A fact that would hint at some crime you've committed or are about to commit, which you're trying to conceal. And you might like to know that you are exhibiting several telltale physiological signs that would suggest you are undergoing a great deal of stress, including, but not limited to, the dilation of your pupils, your rate of breathing, the volume of sweat on your forehead. These things and more seem to suggest that you are not telling everything that you know. Which then begs the question, what has he done or will do to warrant the indescribable weight of a guilty conscience? What are you doing in my woods?
Your woods? These aren't your woods. We've been coming here since we were kids.
No, you haven't. I would have known. These woods are my home, my place of refuge. I have rejected human civilization, and in return, the forest has accepted me as one of its own.
Interesting. Interesting.
Is it? Or is the cloistered sweatshop you call civilization the truly interesting thing, living elbow to elbow, on the commute, as they say, breathing in the offal and stench of your fellow bipedals from the day you're born to the day you die?
You don't have many friends, do you?
Are you my friend?
Absolutely not.
That's a shame. Then you must be my enemy.
What?
Sun Tzu, The Art of War. You should read it sometime. It provides many valuable insights into human nature.
I probably won't.
Besides those people across the lake, who else have you met out here?
Nobody.
Anybody suspicious with a camera or sound recording equipment?
No.
Would you lie to me?
No.
Why should I believe you? Why should I believe anything you are telling me right now?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, if you don't know, then what good are you?
Man, I don't know. You came up here and started badgering me. I wasn't doing anything, and you just came up here and...
You believe in good and evil? That one day, the forces of light will triumph over the forces of darkness?
You're crazy. Oh man, this is absolutely fucking nuts.
What sound does a shitbird make?
Excuse me?
I said, What sound does a shitbird make?
I don't know.
Yes, you do, shitbird. Show me. I'm not gonna hurt you, but I need you to show me. No, I need you to demonstrate the kind of sound a shitbird makes. Can you do that?
I'm a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit.
There. That wasn't so hard, was it? I need to tell you something, shitbird. Something very important. There are secrets in these woods that need to be protected. We would lose so much if some loudmouth went around sharing these secrets to the world. So I need your help in convincing your friends to leave, to just go. They don't have to know why. Make something up if you have to. And if you do, you will never see me again. But if you don't, I will take this pepper spray and teach you a very, very difficult lesson. Do you understand? Good. Now, remember, I'll be watching.
Oh no, hang on just a second, Cameron!
Johnny, start packing your shit.
Jeez, he is out of his mind.
I'm out of my mind. I'm out of my mind. That's
You're acting like a crazy person.
Fuck you.
Oh, well, that's just great. That's just great. Well then, I guess that just makes me a piece of shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that assessment.
Oh, Tucker the bad guy, like usual.
Pretty much.
Oh, you know what? You are just the worst, Cameron. Will you at least let me explain myself before you go grilling my nuts? I mean, geez, how am I supposed to explain myself if you won't even let me speak?
I told you, I'm not interested.
Oh, well, that's just great, Cameron. You know, this is a great way to deal with our issues. I'm sure Mom would be so proud.
Oh, don't bring Mom into this.
Yeah, I'm sure Mom would be so proud with the way you're talking to your older brother.
Is that right?
Yeah, it is. And that was sarcasm, by the way, Scotty.
Guys, can you please...
The only issue I have here is you, Tucker.
Oh, great. Well, that's just great. You know what, Cameron? I don't know what you think may have happened out there, but you have gone off the deep end, my friend. Way off the deep end.
It's not like this is the first time you pulled something like this.
What? What do you mean?
I don't even know. I'm surprised.
What happened? What's going on?
Cam thinks I tried to sink him.
He didn't just try to sink me. He tried to murder me.
You tried to murder him?
No! That's what I've been trying to say.
So what? I just imagined those rocks flying at my head?
You tried to murder him by throwing rocks at him?
What rocks? What goddamn rocks? I never saw any goddamn rocks.
The rocks! The big ones! The ones that nearly sunk my canoe. I was fishing, minding my own business, and all of a sudden these huge rocks just come flying at my head. And one of them grazed me, and the other one struck the side of the canoe. The boat started taking on water, and when I look up, I see this asshole on the shoreline laughing like a psychopath.
Well, it was kind of funny. I mean, look, especially when you started to fall. But look, Cameron, I thought you had done it to yourself. You know, like had hit something in the water or something. Look, if I had known that someone had done it to you, I wouldn't have laughed, okay? Well, I might have laughed a little, but listen, guys, listen, just for 1 second, would you please just listen to me?
Here we go.
Cameron Marshall Nickerson, you know, I might think that you're a little bit pretentious, that you're stuck up and a little bit of a dick, and that your chances of getting a girlfriend are slim to none. But why, in all that is holy, would I try to murder you? And if I was going to murder you, and this isn't a confession, by the way, but if I was going to murder you, why would I use rocks? Huh? I would just take you to the woods and shoot you in the back of the head.
Holy shit.
Tucker,
What? What? Do you see any guns lying around?
you've given that some thought, eh?
Well, it'd be quick and painless, right? And I think that's what they did in Lassie. So, besides, he wouldn't see it coming.
Yeah, funny. Real funny.
All right. Well, you try talking to him, Scotty.
Yeah, and that's all you do. You talk. You're a great bloviator.
I'm a what?
Uh,
Yeah. Scotty? Did he just try to insult me?
I think so.
Well, that's just great, isn't it, Cameron? Huh? Here you are, you big professional, using your $10 words while I'm sitting here scratching my head, confused as hell, because, as you two may have forgotten, I'm the wrong party here.
Hey, idiot. You see this?
All right.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
You do.
Yeah, I said I seen it, didn't I?
Does it look like I did this to myself?
I don't fucking know.
That looks pretty deep, actually.
Yeah, a rock the size of a boulder did this. If it had been another inch to the left, it would have taken my head clean off my shoulders.
Okay.
No, it's not okay. I probably would have died, Tucker. Do you hear me? Dead. And I'm not joking.
Well, that's not good.
No, Scotty, that's not good at all.
Hey, could you repeat that last part, Cam?
What part? You mean the part where you tried to brain me, or the part...
No, the part where the rocks were melon-sized. I think that's how you put it, right? If I remember correctly, the rocks were melon-sized?
Something like that.
Okay, and how far were you out from shore?
I don't know, maybe around...
Like 20 feet? Does 20 feet sound fair?
Where are you going with this?
All right, so there I was on the shore, rubbering my murdering, greasy, brotherly hands together, about, what, 20 feet away? So, what you're saying is that I threw no, not just a rock, a boulder the size of a watermelon at your head so fast it nearly took it off. Do you know how crazy that sounds?
Could it have been smaller than melon-sized, maybe grapefruit-sized or apple-sized?
It was melon-sized.
Melon-sized. And I threw it at his head like a fastball.
That does seem rather improbable.
You see, even Scotty thinks so.
Sure, but if it wasn't you, then who was it?
I have no idea at all.
You didn't have to laugh like a psychopath when you saw me flailing around out there.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, okay? I'm a dick, okay? I get it, all right? I shouldn't have laughed. But you got to admit, it was kind of funny when you started to fall over. I mean, I know I just apologized, but that was kind of... Oh, Cam, jeez. Here, buddy, stick one of these on it. Jeez. God, got me all worried. You're going to collapse, buddy. Take a seat.
You fall off the rocks, right?
Yeah.
I'm not just making that up.
Yeah, absolutely, buddy. Big melon-sized rocks whipped right past your head, and I think we got some kids in these woods. I wouldn't put it past a bunch of kids to pull off something like that.
I don't know. Now that I think about it, I don't think it even would have been possible. Not unless they had a catapult or something.
Whoa, okay. Well, let's not get crazy now, Cameron. But don't worry, we'll find those kids, and when we do, they'll wish they never messed with the Nickerson brothers.
Maybe it's a sign.
What's the sign, Scotty?
The rocks, your injury. Maybe it's a sign that we're, I don't know, trespassing or something.
It's crazy. Trespassing on whose property, Scotty? Nature?
Maybe it's a sign that we're not wanted out here. I think maybe we should go home.
What? Are you out of your mind?
No, I'm actually a very sane individual, Tucker, in case you must know.
Then what's all this madness about leaving, huh?
It couldn't have been an accident. Cam almost getting whacked like that out in broad daylight. We might be dealing with powers we can only sort of comprehend, like really spooky shit. I think I'm being totally rational about this.
We're the only ones who know about this place. No one but Mom even knows we're here.
What about hillbillies?
Hillbillies? Hillbillies don't exist up here, Scotty.
That's what you think? I heard this one story about these two hillbillies who killed a guy with their tractor.
A tractor?
Yeah, they ran over his legs so we couldn't get away, and then they ate him.
All right. Yeah, I believe the story about kids in a catapult before I believe the story about cannibals eating people.
That's missing the point. Someone tried to murder Cam.
Hey, who's that?
I don't know. It looks like a girl.
Is she cute? Jeez. Hey, pass me that binoculars.
Hey, shut up, Tucker.
Oh, come on, just a question.
Does she look dangerous to you guys?
Not really. She's waving.
That's a relief. For a second, I thought we were done for.